everyone. I'm gonna wait till some more people join. Where's everyone joining from today? Okay, I think we're gonna get started. So, hi everybody. We are making ultimate 7-layer dip today, and welcome to Cooking Together. It is a series from My Food and Family that I hope gives you tips and tricks to help you in the kitchen and hopefully inspire you to cook and get in there. My name's Tracey. I'm from the Kraft-Heinz Culinary Team, and today I'm going to show you how to make this beloved dip. I always see it in the grocery store and I always smile, but I honestly have never made it at home, so let's get started. Again, today we're making the ultimate 7-layer dip, and I'll show you what goes in it. So we're going to use Taco Bell refried beans today, Taco Bell taco seasoning mix, Breakstone sour cream, Taco Bell thick and chunky salsa. We're going to be using shredded lettuce, Kraft Mexican style finely shredded 4 cheese, 4 green onions, and 2 tablespoons of black olives. So let's get started. Here I have the refried beans, and I'm going to add a tablespoon of the Taco Bell seasoning, taco seasoning. So here you could use, if you didn't have taco seasoning, you could use fajita seasoning. I think both have the same flavor profile, so I think you would still get that classic 7-layer dip flavor by doing that. And for this recipe, it calls for a pie plate, so I'm going to use this clear plate, and you're just going to spread the refried bean mix on the bottom. And I'm just going to use, I really love using mini spatulas in the kitchen. I think it's like one of the most versatile tools you could have. So I would definitely invest something like that. A heat-proof, flexible mini spatula is definitely a top 3 kitchen tool in my kitchen. So I'm just going to spread it on the bottom like this. And for the rest of the recipe, it's really easy. You're just layering all of these ingredients any way you want it. So next I'm going to add the sour cream. It's 1 cup of sour cream. And again, I'm using a spatula. You could use a spoon. This dip has 48 servings, so this is for a lot of people. If you wanted to cut in half, if you're having a smaller COVID-safe get-together, that'd be a great idea. Or if you really wanted to go the extra mile, you could plate these individually and serve them so everyone could have a little bit in a safe way. If you guys have any questions, please post a comment below and I'll try to answer your question the best I can. So I just put the sour cream down. I'm going to add the salsa now. Here we have a mild salsa. You could totally use a medium salsa, hot salsa. I'm using mild today because I plan on sharing this with my son who's 5, so he's not quite into spicy food yet, but I am working on it. Yeah, this is definitely a riffable recipe and kind of a pantry recipe if you have all these ingredients at home. It would be it's a fun way to mix up your week. So the salsa's next. And next I'm going to add the shredded lettuce. Here I'm using romaine, but you could use any crispy lettuce I think would work well. Iceberg's a great option here. And then I'm going to cut the scallions. I'll just show you how I do it. Make sure you have like a tiger claw. That's what I tell my son when I'm teaching him how to slice things. And I'm just going to cut them into smaller pieces so it's easier to slice. And then using the tiger claw, I'm going to just slice them as thinly as possible. And pay attention to what I'm doing and only looking at the green onions while I'm slicing. Okay, so I'm going to top the lettuce with the green onions. And next, let's do black olives. Black olives, I feel like, is a tricky ingredient where some people love them and some people hate them. Well, I like them, so we're going to put them all over. You could leave them out if you wanted, or if you couldn't find any at the store. And then here I'm using Taco Bell 7-layer blend of shredded cheeses. I thought that was like perfect combination for this. I wasn't able to get Mexican finely shredded 4 cheese at the store, so I picked this one up instead. And I'm just going to sprinkle that all on top. Other cheeses you can use, you could use anything finely shredded by Kraft would be a great option, like pepper jack or Colby, cheddar, mozzarella even, just as long as it's finely shredded, or even if it's not finely shredded. But I think that having finely shredded, it's a little bit easier to eat on the chip. And yeah, do you guys have any questions? I'd love to hear them. So here's the dip, and as you can see, it took 5 minutes. But from here, I'm going to put it in the refrigerator and let it set and cool for at least 2 to 3 hours, just so all the flavors can meld. And if you're serving this outside during this hot weather, it's important to chill it down all the way, and then only when you serve it, make sure, if you're serving it outside, just make sure everyone knows that it's outside so it doesn't sit out as long as possible, you know. Possible dippers for this dip would be tortilla chips, the obvious favorite. Pita chips would work well, corn chips, mini sweet peppers would be great. I'm going to show you really quickly how to make a vegetable chip. So here I have a gold beet that I washed really well, and I'm just going to peel it and cut it in half because it's a bigger vegetable. So I'm going to cut it in half. And from here, I'm going to put it on its side and just slice it really thin as possible. If you're more experienced in the kitchen, this is where you could use a mandolin. I really like using crispy veg for dips. It's a way to make it a little bit healthier and just to mix it up. So from there, you're going to want to put it in a bowl of ice water, and this will make the vegetables crisp, and then it will act more like a chip. So that's a fun way to mix up your dips. I'm just going to check if you guys have any questions. And here's the dip. I'll show it to you. Looks great. Can you heat it or no? I wouldn't heat this version of a 7-layer dip because it has sour cream, but we do have other versions of this dip on our website that has cream cheese as the base, and that would work better. This is a cold version of the dip, kind of like what you would find in the prepared food section at the grocery store. Let's see, other add-ons you could do. So this doesn't have to be a 7-layer dip. It could be an 8-layer dip or a 9-layer dip. You could add guacamole, avocado, you could add pickled jalapenos and carrots. That'd be an awesome addition. You could even add more hot sauce if you'd like. Let's see, this could be made 2 days ahead. I would just hold off on the lettuce and cheese and add that day of. So that could be a good time saver if you're planning ahead for the weekend. And I'm just gonna check if you guys have any more questions. So one question was, where can I find the recipe? The recipe can be found on myfoodandfamily.com or in our Instagram feed. You'll be able to like click the link in our bio, and then it'll guide you to the recipe. This recipe again is 48 servings, so it's a lot. 2 tablespoons is 1 serving, so that could give you an idea of how much to make for the weekend. What to do with the other 2 tablespoons that's left in this the taco seasoning packet? Just save it for another day. You can save it for taco night and or nachos. It'll just be good to have, and it won't go to waste. So just seeing again, let's we are making the ultimate 7-layer dip from myfoodandfamily.com. And I'll just go through the ingredients really quick. Taco Bell refried beans, Taco Bell taco seasoning mix, Breakstone sour cream, Taco Bell thick and chunky salsa, shredded lettuce, Kraft Mexican style finely shredded 4 cheese blend, 4 green onions, and sliced black olives. So if we don't have any more questions, just gonna double check here, and I'm gonna get this in the fridge as soon as possible because it is a little bit hot in here, and I just want it to set before anyone gets into it. But I hope you guys have a great holiday weekend, and thanks for joining us on Cooking Together. Have a great weekend, everybody.